United USA. What the hell is going on in Afghanistan the last week? I'm sure you guys seen the pictures. People trying to flee the country. It's been absolutely outrageous. Check out this highlight reel.
The Taliban announced its new government Tuesday, naming Mullah Hassan Akhund, an associate of the movement's late founder, Mullah Omar, as acting prime minister. Akhund was the foreign minister and then deputy prime minister during the Taliban's rule in the late 90s. Mullah Abdul Ghani Baradar will be deputy. Baradar was responsible for attacks on coalition forces, according to the UN, and served 8 years in prison in Pakistan. Later, he became one of the group's most prominent political leaders in the peace talks with the United States. The new interior minister will be Shirazuddin Haqqani, son of the founder of the Haqqani Network, which is designated as a terrorist organization by the United States. The Taliban have repeatedly sought to reassure Afghans and foreign countries that they will not return to the brutality of their last reign 2 decades ago, marked by punishments and the barring of women and girls from public life.
Those planes were loaded on the tarmac, ready to go, and the State Department stepped in and stopped it.
Wow.
And handed the manifest to the Taliban.
Why? Any reasoning behind that?
I don't know, Pat. I can't think of one other than, I don't know, evil.
Taliban checkpoint, they don't let me go IN. So what do we do? That's my son, passport. Also, they are citizen. Still go. We are in close to airport. And that's my daughter also.
We first showed you that video last week, an American woman and her 3 children trying to escape Afghanistan, but she was blocked until yesterday. Army combat veteran Corey Mills would not give up. He just completed the first ground evacuation since the Taliban took control.
Money and you will find the culprit. So we decided to follow the money in Afghanistan. How much are we talking about? Around $2.26 trillion. That's how much America spent in Afghanistan. In other words, $300 million a day. American presidents keep waxing eloquent on taxpayer dollars being spent on Afghanistan. But where did all of this money go? The Afghans certainly don't have it. 90% of the people in Afghanistan live on less than $2 a day. The fact is, most of this money went back to the US. How? Through defense companies and contractors. You see, America basically outsourced the Afghan war. They were funding it, but most of the work was being done by private companies. American private companies. They did everything in Afghanistan. They supplied vehicles, they supplied aircraft, weapons, ammunition, they trained Afghan soldiers, and they did not do this for free. They were paid for all of this. Think of it as a revolving door. US government made the payments, but the money never left America. It was transferred to US companies. The numbers support this. Let's look at the top 5 military contractors: Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, General Dynamics, Boeing, and Northrop Grumman.
Now a word from our corrupt sponsor, the president.
Let me be clear. Leaving August the 31st is not due to an arbitrary deadline. It was designed to save American lives. My predecessor, the former president, signed an agreement with the Taliban to remove U.S. troops by May the 1st, just months after I was inaugurated. It included no requirement that Taliban work out a cooperative government arrangement with the Afghan government. But it did authorize the release of 5,000 prisoners last year, including some of the Taliban's top war commanders, among those who just took control of Afghanistan. And by the time I came to office, the Taliban was in its strongest military position since 2001, controlling or contesting nearly half of the country.
Yeah, let's shut him up right there. Give him his pacifier. Give the big baby his binky. Yeah, no, Mr. President. Actually, the Taliban is the strongest now because you left billions of dollars of weapons, aircraft, helicopters, Humvees, tanks, automatic weapons, and ammunition. So, yeah, sorry, Mr. President, but you're a pathological liar. As always, you're busted. Well, let's hear a word from Julian Assange, WikiLeaks, who will actually tell you the truth and put this in perspective. Here's a video from a while back. Check out this clip.
The goal is not to completely subjugate Afghanistan. The goal is to use Afghanistan to wash money out of the tax bases of the United States, out of the tax bases of European countries, through Afghanistan and back into the hands of a transnational security elite. That is the goal, i.e. the goal is to have an endless war, not a successful.
Here's the truth. Julian Assange said the goal was not to have a successful war, but it was to have an endless war, to justify our position back after the towers fell. And Bush and Obama got us in this mess and kept us in this mess, so now you can see. Seems the only ones that it's benefited are the corporations and defense contractors that have continued to profit from this endeavor. This whole situation, the way we started, the way that this ended, this is a complete embarrassment to the United States, in my opinion. It shows the reflection of corruption and failed leadership. If you agree, please like and share. Thank you.